Test, 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 test. Good Monday, everyone. I hope your week's off to a wonderful start. Certainly off to a beautiful start. We have a beautiful day in store for us. Thanks to that high pressure that you see right there centered over southern Illinois. That will keep the whole southeast high and dry and sunny. A few exceptions for Florida with some showers, and then we see some snow showers across the northeast and across the Great Lakes, and then we see a few more showers across the central U.S. stretching back into the northwest. That precipitation you see there in the middle of the country is indicative of a changing pattern that will be evolving as we go through the week, starting out with beautiful days and then ending out with some wetter weather at the end. As our 5-day forecast shows, again, today, beautiful, mostly sunny. Today's the sunniest of the next 5 days. Highs in the mid to upper 50s. Could have some patchy frost tonight. We think some clouds may move in later on, though, and maybe a little bit of a breeze will kind of inhibit that frost production. So not near as frosty as it was this Monday morning. Tuesday, clouds begin to thicken up. A 30% chance for showers by Tuesday night. Those will be chilly rain showers, lows in the low 40s. Same is true for Wednesday night. A little bit better chance for showers on Wednesday. We're going to go with 50% coverage at this point. Highs in the mid to upper 50s. And Thursday looks like the wettest day of the week. We've got a cold front that's going to be coming through. And it's a little unclear what time of day that'll be coming through, whether it'll be in the afternoon or in the overnight hours. But nevertheless, a good chance of rain on Thursday and even Thursday night. And then some lingering showers going into Friday. And right now, Friday night looks dry, but check back for details because this forecast is kind of changing toward the end of the week. But the bottom line is that today is the prettiest day of the next 5 days. And then unsettled weather develops beginning tomorrow night and then staying with us for an extended period of time. Next weekend's even looking wet at this point. But we need the rain. We're now almost 2¼ inches below normal on rainfall. So we need the rainfall for the budding vegetation. And on this day in 1899, 2 women and my son lived to tell the story of being picked up by a tornado and carried more than 1/4 of a mile, flying far above the church steeples before being gently set down. The young boy said one of the ladies had the pleasure of flying alongside a horse. The horse kicked and struggled as it flew high above and was set down unharmed about a mile away. What a wild tale there. In 1975, one person lost their life in Cumberland County in the Mayland community to an F2 tornado. The tornado was on the ground for a couple of miles, and then after that, we would go 20 years before we would see another twister strike Cumberland County that would be as devastating. But thankfully, that tornado that hit in 95 was not deadly, but the one in 2002 that would come later would be deadly. 2010, an EF4 tornado tracked up to 1.7 miles wide and 149 miles across Mississippi, and that was a phenomenal storm. I lived in Starkville at that time. I was down there storm chasing that day. I caught the back end of that storm, and it just looked like a barber pole rolling up into the sky. It was an absolutely phenomenal structure to a storm. We were supposed to have a big tornado outbreak that day, but instead all the energy focused into this one supercell that, like I said, tracked almost 150 miles and was almost 2 miles wide, and all the destruction that was left behind, it was crazy. You folks have a wonderful Monday and keep looking up. And for more weather information and to keep up with all the crazy spring weather, just keep coming right back to meteorologistmark.com.